north, yeah, people from the north, they okay the imprisonment of Nnamdi Kanu. Yes, they say it is okay, and they celebrate the freedom of bandits. The other day, I heard a Nigerian army saying that, oh, Toji Bello is afraid, Toji Bello is this. And we're asking this question, how long does it take to get this guy arrested? Even the person that is supporting them and aiding them and threatening the Nigerian government, they are not even saying anything. They are not even making any statement concerning Gumi. So is it Toji Bello that has a legion of workers, the people that he has recruited that are working with him? Is that the kind of person they want to go and arrest? But in the case of Nnamdi Kanu, one northerner was saying that when they were talking about Obontosho, the judge that handled the case of Nnamdi Kanu before he was sentenced, that sentenced him to life imprisonment. And of course, we know that they are rewarding him, just to be able to satisfy the northerners. And somebody from the north saying that why are they blaming that man? That who is that judge that will see the evidence presented before the judge, or the offense that this man has committed, Nnamdi Kanu has committed, that which judge will see that and will not sentence Nnamdi Kanu to prison? And people are like, are you for real? Are you using the same brain to cross the road? And to make matter worse, and we have been saying it, but the offense. So meanwhile, that means all the bandits or whatever, the terrorists in the country put together, that means they have not committed. What they are telling us is that they have not committed the offense. The offense they have committed is not as grievous or as big as what Nnamdi Kanu has committed. That is what it means. Do you know that they kept that man for 4 to 5 years before they, recently they now sent him to life imprisonment? But the so-called people are buying people on a second basis, on a daily basis. It is difficult to get them. Who is Toji Bello that they cannot get arrested? And the Nigerian army making mouths, bragging, that with some of the operations that they've carried out, that Toji Bello and his gangs, they are panicking now. I'll say, can you imagine the nonsense thing they are telling? Who are you telling all those stories? Who are you telling cock and moose stories? There's one guy, I think during with the reign of ESN, I've forgotten that guy's name. One in Southeast. Before you could say Jack Robinson, they took that guy down, and the Nigerian army displayed it. It was so easy. There was one guy too in Benue. He has a group too that they were even planning of trying to peace deal and all of that. They deceived the guy and he surrendered. Before they took him out. It was so easy. But the ones in the north, forget it. It is only audio victory that you hear from the Nigerian army. We have taken down some bandits, some terrorists, we have taken them down, we have done this, that is the only thing you hear from them. But for you, because if really you are really taking these guys down, I think the level of insecurity would have reduced. Now the US government is talking about what they are going to do. The first strike, the airstrike they gave, everybody was crying, shouting here and there. Some people were telling us that the genocide or Christian genocide is audio. Oh, the people they are burying, there's empty this and empty that. They are still talking. So there's nothing like a Christian genocide. Oh, it is one Emeka that is projecting this nonsense. Christian genocide, nothing like that. The oppositions are the ones creating these problems and all of that. Now, we have seen what happened again in Kaduna. Initially, they denied. After some days, when these people had already, settled down with their victims, the Nigerian government or the police now came out and said, yes, it is true. After many hours, you can imagine. And somebody is telling us that, oh, yes, the punishment given to Nnamdi Kanu is justifiable. But the likes of Toji Bello and the rest, it is good. Let them continue to have a peace deal with them. They are releasing all these people left, right, and center. And you say you want one Nigeria. The northern elders are there talking about one Nigeria. They don't even care. They say whatever happens, irrespective of what is happening in the country, is not enough for us to say we want to divide the country. So it is not. That is why they will not do nothing about this whole thing. They will not do anything. I tell you, they will not do nada. Even Tinubu, all of them know what they are doing. They are not going to do nothing as far as this insecurity is concerned. They are not going to. They are just going to be, chasing shadows instead of them to go into the nitty-gritty of this whole thing. So guys, let's hear your opinion and have your take on this. Thank you.